I don't know about all of you, but I always find it really interesting to see what the other team is saying about the Detroit Lions heading into the game. And Tim Twentyman kind of put together a cool article here saying the 3 things that the Atlanta Falcons are talking about heading into the matchup with the Detroit Lions. Now, I think Arthur Smith, the coach for the Falcons, is always going to be a professional when he's talking about this stuff. That's just who he is. It's just what he does. And as I'm talking about this, I realize I got our Sports Talk Extra banner back there. Whoops. All right. Hey, go subscribe to Sports Talk Extra. It's our second channel. If you love NFL, you like other teams, go check it out. We've been doing that for a few months now and really enjoying it. Also this one. But anyways, let's get to what he's saying. Number one, the Falcons are 2-0. They've outscored opponents 27-0 in the fourth quarter. And in both games, it basically looked like the Falcons were treading water, and then the fourth quarter hit and they dominated. It was kind of crazy. And what he was saying is it speaks to the conditioning and the way our guys want to operate and the way we want to finish games and adjust and be that team in the fourth quarter. Okay. It's great. I'm glad Arthur Smith said that. I actually don't even agree with what he said. And I think he doesn't agree with what he said. I think the reason that they are winning in the fourth quarter is because the entire game they have ran the ball and they have created a tired defense. I think that is why they are winning in the fourth quarter, because they have run. They haven't given up much in the passing game. Like they haven't shown a lot. And then all of a sudden they're able to do that as well. Ritter has to get some credit for the fact that he's playing better in the fourth quarter than he is in quarters 1 through 3. And last week against the Packers, for Ritter, it wasn't pretty in the first 3 quarters, but it was good in the fourth. He didn't make the dumb mistakes. Packers should have won that game running away. They had 2 interceptions that were easy picks that they dropped. They had a big lead in the fourth quarter, and then their offense just flat stalled. Their offense stalled, and their defense couldn't continue to hold up. So the Falcons won. I think like that is good. I think they have great conditioning, but that's coach speak. All right. The second one's better. They talked about the environment on the road at Ford Field, and he took note of the atmosphere and the noise level at Ford Field against the Seahawks last week. And he said how they are going to handle that is going to be important. Here's my question. How big are the fans going to show up? Are you going to the game? Like, are you going to this game? What is your level of excitement going into week 3 compared to what it was in week 2? Because I know that place was nuts, which, by the way, watching it on TV, it didn't sound nuts. The announcers kept talking about how loud it was there. And I'm like, then turn up that part of the broadcast volume because it didn't sound that loud here. And that was frustrating. But I'm just wondering, and I'm just thinking, like, what is that going to look like against the Falcons? Is it going to be a madhouse, or will it only become a madhouse if the Lions get off to a lead and they're holding that lead? But like the way in which the Seahawks played, where they just kept getting first down after first down after first down, the Falcons have the ability to do that with the ground game. They have the ability to do that with their multiple offense. And by multiple, I mean, basically they have a quarterback that can run. They just run the ball a lot. I mean, Ritter threw the ball, I think 18 times in week 1 and 32 times maybe in week 2. That's the 32 is getting there. All right. That's more like an NFL quarterback, but like they do not throw the ball a lot, but they could just take the life out of Ford Field if they just ground and pound and they are successful, because Bijan Robinson is really, really good. All right. The third thing he talked about was on Jared Goff. And with Jared Goff, it's almost always the same thing. He's a good player. And it's that he's underrated, which is exactly what he said. And then somebody will mention something about how he was the number 1 overall pick. And so he clearly has skills. But here's where it kind of differs. He goes, the guy has won a lot of games in this league as a starter. Yes, he has. A lot. He's gone to the Pro Bowl 3 times, by the way. He took a team to a Super Bowl, won a lot of games. So he's a good player. I'm not sure why he doesn't get the credit he deserves. It'll be a challenge for our defense. They have a good football team. They have a good line, tough receivers. We're looking forward to it. It'll be a good challenge. So here's what you're seeing. You're seeing him give a very accurate assessment of who the Lions are. They have a good quarterback, they have a good offensive line, and we have a good team, right? He said we got tough receivers. That's true. If St. Brown's out, we don't have good receivers. You can't classify that room as a good receiver room if St. Brown isn't out or if he's very, very limited. But you can say we have tough receivers. You can say that Jared Goff has found a way to make it work. I would look at Laporta being kind of an X factor here, and I may even talk about that in a separate video. But that's kind of where we're at right now. So what does that look like? What does that look like? I don't know exactly, but it's good to see that he gives us a little bit of credit for what we have, that there's a respect level there. It doesn't look like we're going to sneak up on him. But I have a question for you. Like, what's your confidence level in this team? Put it in the comments. What's your confidence level in this team right now? What is your confidence level that they will beat the Falcons more specifically? Are they going to get a W? And why or why not? Let's hit the comments up on this. Let's talk about it. Always appreciate the comments. Like it, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.